Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashoda Nandana Rajajana Ranjana Yamuna Chiravanachari Yamuna Chiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo. Nitai, Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Jayam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Ashtotrasta Shishimatinindika Swami Abhaichanarinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Ashtotrasta Shishimatinindika Swami Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Maharaj ki Jai. Ananta Kuri Vaishnava Bhaktavrinda ki Jai. Grantarat Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapurana ki Gaura Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. Jai Shri Guru Gauranga. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatyuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Yam Swanubhavam Akilam Shrutisarhamekam Adhyatma Deepamati Tirshatam Tamundham Samsarinam Karunayaha Purana Guhyam Tam Vyasa Sunamupayami Gurum Muninam Mukham Karoti Vachalam Phalgum Langayate Girim Tatkripatamaham Bande Shri Gurundinatarine Ajanulambita Bhujau Kanaka Vadatau Sankirtanaika Pitaro Kamalaya Takshau Vishwambaro Dvijavaro Yugadharma Palau Vande Jagat Priyakaro Karunavataro Nityananda Vadutendur Vasudha Pranavallabha Jahnavi Jivita Patir Krishna Prema Pradah Prabhu Padmavatim Shrimam Sutaha Sachinandana Purvajaha Avanmatta Jagatrata Rakta Gaura Kalevaram Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. You're back as pass. But your final reward will be headache and tears if you had cheated the man in the glass. So ultimately, as they say in Hindi, Jivan to sukha dukha mela, sabko jana parega akela. Life is a market of happinesses and distresses, but ultimately everybody have to get out one by one. And as they say, bill niklega, Chitragupta, there's everything recorded. And it's interesting that people very oblivious, 3 din ka jivan ho, enjoy. They say, beg, borrow, steal, but you have to eat ghee, na? Famous Charvaka, because bhasma bhutasya dehasya kutam punaragam bhavit. Anyway, when body will be finished in the ashes, bhasma, then kutam pudaragam bhavit. Tomorrow never comes, enjoy it. For tomorrow we die, as gladiators, no? Drink, be merry, enjoy, because for tomorrow we die. Those who are about to die salutes you, emperor, you know. Those who are about to die. Yes, everybody about to die. And Bhagavatam says, Ayur harati vaipumsam. Every sunrise and sunset becoming close to crematorium. But not devotees. Because for the devotees it's different goal, different purpose. Krishna says to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita, Matras parshastu kaunteya, shitoshna sukha dukkadaha, agama apayano nistyantam titikshasva bharata. Happiness and distress, sukha dukkha, shita ushna, cold, hot, dukh, happiness, distress, it's coming and going. Don't worry. You have to learn how to tolerate. It was very, very famous story of King David, who he said to some prisoners, anyone who will make me happy when I am unhappy, and those who make me unhappy when I am happy, I will reward you and I will release you from the jail. So one guy, he make one ring, and he wrote on that will pass away. And he presented to the king, and king, what, ring? Yeah, you just keep it and you will see. All right, so he put it ring, and it was written, this will pass away, temporary nature. So one day king was enjoying the party, enjoying, wow, wow, wow. And then, oh, this will pass away. Oh, it make him sad. Such a nice moment, it will pass away. All right. But then one day he was very, very upset. And said, it will pass away. Oh, really? It's true, actually. It's not forever. Because failure is not fatal and success is not final. It's courage to continue. That's what counts. As Winston Churchill, he said, continue failure after failure without losing enthusiasm and without losing the hope, without losing the goal of life. Because as we said already, if your eyes cannot see the goal, how you can expect legs to reach there? We need to have something in our life which can be our drive every morning. Wake up, yes, I still have goal. When people losing the goal, enthusiasm vanishes. People losing enthusiasm. If you don't know why to live, what to live, for what to live, how to live, useless, everything bad. And as we say always, Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj, he used to say, don't think about yourself less. Less think about yourself. That's the life. Selfless. Live for others. Krishna says also, comparing the saintly people with he comparing them with the trees. Etavan janma safalyam dihinam ihadehishu pranair arthair dhiya vacha shriyas acharanam sada. As the trees, they're giving fruits, bark, shadow, even their own life when people cutting them to serve others. Similarly, great saintly people, they're giving everything. Etavan janma safalyam. They want to make their life perfect. They're giving their life. Pranair arthair dhiya vacha. Krishna mentioning himself. Their energy, life force, dhiya, prana arthair, their opulence, money, whatever they have, dhiya, intelligence, and vacha, their speech, to serve and uplift others for the benefit of para-upakara. Especially Prabhupada said, those who were born in Bharatavarsha. Bharate bhumite manushya janma hole jaye, janma sarta kori para-upakar. So we have to perfect our life. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Apuna acharit jiveri sikhao. First dress, then address. High responsibility in this human form of life. Really. We can see Rishabhadev in 5th canto Bhagavatam. He explains, Nayam deho deho bhajam niriloke kashtan kaman arhatu vidbhujam ye tapo divyam putrakayena sattvam tasmat shudyet brahma sukham tvanantam. Nayam deho deho bhajam nriloka, naraloka. This is human form given on this planet. Nriloka. This is called naraloka, where human being living. Because there are so many other planets. Kim Purushas, Rakshasas, there's so many different demigods, 7 planetary systems up and down. Not 7 planets, systems. System means many planets there. Like in Australia, so many cities, Sydney, Brisbane, so many, Adelaide, Perth, like small cities. It's system, planet. So similarly, we can see the systems. Bhurloka, Bhurbhuva Swaha. So we have just many systems, and so many living entities are there. And everybody have according their own visa. You cannot just jump and storm your way to Australia without visa. You have to follow the protocol. So similarly, this protocol. And Prabhupada said, everybody jabardasti, by force they want to make their way there. No way. And therefore, the standard of life, you see, this is explained. Actually, nowadays we have heroes, Hollywood stars, modern role models for everyone. Oh, Jim Carrey, Ben Diesel, Hollywood movie, and the people start to imitate them, hairstyle. Sometimes in India I started to notice that people start to wear this, from where they got this? And then I found, I watched some movie, and another movie came, Bahubali, Padmavati, Chupki Chori Chori. We don't watch those movies, but those heroes, because it's Bollywood, Hollywood, they became role models. All of a sudden I started to see that in India, everybody started to wear a beard and mustache like this. As if it makes Indians, mustache makes Indians. No, it becomes like heroes, but actually real heroes. In Bhagavatam we have pure devotees, they are heroes. But they taken aside and put some lechas, meat eaters and drunkards and boogie-woogie heroes. Prabhupada said, topless and bottomless civilization. But demigods, this words you can find even in Oxford Dictionary. It's Prabhupada Dictionary. Topless and bottomless civilization. What? Yeah, this is kind of... But the demigods, see, interesting in Bhagavatam, demigods, they say, Kim dushkarairnach kratubhista povratair Danadibirvad jujayeta palguna nayatra narayana pada pankaja smritir pramustati sayendriyotsavat. They say, actually, after performing many austerities, difficult tasks of executing Vedic ritualistic sacrifices, undergoing austerities, observing vows and giving charity, we have achieved this position as inhabitants of heavenly planets in Australia. Patridal Samhita Tatparya. But what is the value of this achievement? Here we are certainly very engaged in material sense gratification, no doubt about that. And therefore we can hardly remember the lotus feet of Lord Narayana. Indeed, because of our excessive sense gratification, we have almost forgotten his lotus feet. And then they say, very nice, Nayatra Vaikuntha Katha Subhapaga Na Saddhavo Bhagavatam Stat Ashrayah Nayatra Yagyesa Makha Mahotsavaha Suresha Lokopina Vai Sa Sevyatam. They say, an intelligent man, again, Kavido, very intelligent man, does not take interest in the place, even in the topmost planetary system, if the pure Ganges of topics concerning the Supreme Lord's activities does not flow there. If there is no devotees engaged in the service on the banks of such a river of piety, or if there are no festivals of Sankirtan Yagya to satisfy Lord, especially since Sankirtan Yagya is recommended to this age, like we had yesterday, wonderful Sankirtan Yagya. And you can see to such a place where there is no Krishna, by the mercy of saintly people like Srila Prabhupada, he came. By Lord Chaitanya's causeless grace, he came to this confusing place. But is there no Krishna? Golden Lanka, but Hanuman, Jai Sri Ram, and he went and delivered the Sita, even from Golden Lanka. And our Acharya is comparing the Hanuman is like spiritual master. Yes, and Sita is a living entity, trapped in the Maya. Arakeno Maya Jale, Pariyecho jiva mina. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, my dear fish like soul, you stuck in the network of internet of Maya. Net of Maya. Get out from that net. And ekona bhakati bale. Now by the power of bhakti, Sindhu jale, then you swim in the ocean of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, in the ocean of bhakti. That's the business of saintly people. They're traveling all over the world to remind people, wake up, wake up. Jeev jago, jeev jago. Gaura Chandra bole, kotani drujao maya, pisachira kole. Wake up, living souls, sleeping souls. And saintly people, they're traveling all over the world, and by seeing this misbehavior of people, sinful behavior, adharma shilasya sudukhitasya, because adharma, they doing all kind of nonsense. Kurute vikarma yat indriya prithaya pranoti. They can never be happy. And that's why Prahlad Maharaj also, he explains actually in 7th canto, in 6th chapter, he says that tat prayaso nakartavyo yata ayur vyayah param natatha vindate kshemam mukunda charanam bhujam. Endeavors merely for sense gratification or material happiness through economic development are not to be performed, for they result only in loss of time and energy, with no actual profit. If one's endeavors are directed toward Krishna consciousness, one can surely attain the spiritual platform of self-realization. There is no such benefit from engaging oneself in economic merely development. So that's why by the mercy of spiritual master Hanuman, they go into the oceans. Prabhupada crossed the ocean, 2 times got heart attack, sacrificed his life. Swaha etavan janma safalyam. Why? Just to give us Krishna. Krishna se tomara Krishna dite paro, tomara shakati ache. He came to give us Krishna. As Prabhupada said, I came to save you. Somebody said, what? In America, because American language is like they're putting some boiled aloo inside. In China, when they chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna. So they cannot pronounce. In the France, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, In Russian language, Hare Krishna. So different pronunciation. But like American language, very, very special accent. And in Australian, sometimes hardly I can understand him in English. Their special, also way of pronouncing things. I mean, it's so funny. In England, I get water. In Russian, water. Proper Indian, like 40, 50, 40. Different, but we have to understand the meaning behind. Prabhupada said, when fire, house in the fire, even people don't understand the language, with the gestures, they can explain the danger. So we should not be carried away with colloquial pronunciation, because nowadays, some gurus, they're very nice in speaking language and attracting people by flowery language, but speaking nonsense. Absolute nonsense. And I happen to know these gurus, and I ask them, big, millions of likes on YouTube and Instagram. But when I meet those gurus, I said, what's the purpose of life? No need to read books, because there is no cause. So if you're not wise, you are otherwise. Well, we're not making any names and putting, but those who are intelligent, those, they understand what is what, dudh ka dudh, pani ka pani. So that's why intelligent man, he always understands that this is not for, and Prahlad Maharaj says, tat prayaso, those who are too much, and the prayasas, atyahara prayasasya, prajalpunyamagraha, jarasanga laulyamscha, sadbir bhaktir binashyati, it will be destroyed. Our bhakti, prayasas, atyahara prayasas, Atyara, too much collecting things. And this is a consumerism society. Consuming more. We don't need all these unnecessary necessities. Unnecessary necessities. Yesterday we went to Gopinath Dham, and such a wonderful display Jagadari Mataji was showing. Such a beautiful Sada Jivanoch Vichar, simple living. I'm sure you've been there. Such a nice, producing machine, cloth producing machine, some cooking, putting some cow dung, chula, you can cook yourself from cow dung, and beautiful cleaning. And you can see, you can go to Bengal, for example, right? I was traveling in Bangladesh for a long time in different villages, You're coming to the village and the ladies, all the village come receiving you, and we used to do programs, like, oh no, all night, it's called Sharirat Anushthan. আমি কদে বাংলাদেশে ছিলাম কদে প্রচার করলাম যে পুরা রাত সারা রাত অনুষ্ঠান it means all night program. 1,000 people sitting in a huge pandal. They're so eager to hear about Krishna. And somebody was making the survey, which country is the happiest country in the world? Many years ago, when I was traveling. Very poor. And they found in survey Bangladesh. Maybe not now, definitely, but those days it was like a very, very poor country, but happiest country. They make survey like that. Simple, Sada Jivan. And I used to come to villages, people so happy. Coming, putting this, cow dung, beautiful heart. You wake up in such a nice forest everywhere, birds chirping, There's you wake up, like something, no need even alarm clocks, or sometimes cock. Wake up, isn't it? Murga, best. And it all around the house. Naturally, isn't it? What to speak about Vrindavan? You're sitting in Vrindavan and all of a sudden, morning time, Mangala Arati. Isn't it? Krishna Balaram temple all the time. When I was going to Mangala Arati, they start to many peacocks. And peacock chanting, and Murgi also. I mean, not Murgi, sorry, Pihen. Vrindavan Pihen. So, and peacock chanting, Shyam, 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 and Pihen, Radha, Shyam, Radha, Shyam, Radha, and peacock going, Radha, Shyam, Shyam. But nowadays, I was telling in Sydney, before I came to here, now Vrindavan is like Chandi Chowk, Lal Kila, big skyscrapers, there's something wrong. And peacocks also chanting. You know what they chant? New York! New York! Sydney! Sydney! Like true, what to do? Hong Kong! Hong Kong! So, this is something wrong. Because people, they lost Natevi Duksvartha Gatim. Hi Vishnum. Durasaya hi Bahirathamanina. Andhayan Thandarupaniamanas. Tipisha Tantra Murdam Nibandha. Natividu Swartha Gatim. And they're stuck in this network because they lost their vision of goal. And there is no wind will be favorable for you unless you know where is your ship sailing. Radar broken, and you lost completely in the ocean because char taraf se jo hai na wo pani. You don't know where to go because your radar is broken. So that's why, like I was giving in army, we used to practice shooting with machine gun, AK-47. And I was good in shooting. Luckily, I never killed anyone in my life, but practicing was like so amazing. So many realizations. When you have AK-47, any weapon actually, there is two systems, there's automatic fire and single one. When you're fighting in fog or night, you don't know where to shoot. So you're putting on, so not to waste ammunition, just to, you're putting on single fire, and then You just shooting this, only single. But where to shoot, especially in darkness? Om Agyanati Mir Andhasya, when it's darkness. Where to shoot? So then you're putting your ammunition yourself. You have to fix, like you have to pack your parachute yourself. Nobody should pack parachute for you. Otherwise you'll blame others. If you'll die, you'll blame others. Of course, there's no point of blaming anymore after that. But it will be too broken to repair, So like that. But so every soldier has to pack his parachute himself. And when you're already ready there, you're sitting, especially first time, and then it's open. Oh no! And you're jumping. You don't know where you're jumping, and you have full faith in the ring, in the parachute. You have to have full faith, basically. But if it's not opening, there's no one to blame because you were packing it. You're folding it. That's what I was saying yesterday. Don't blame the mirror if you have ugly face. There is no point of blaming the mirror. So similarly, in our life, whatever we do, there is no point of pointing finger at anyone. Whatever happens to us, there is no point of getting angry. Kamaesha krodhaesha, rajaguna samudbhavam. Everybody getting angry with somebody who didn't do the job which anybody can do, but nobody did it. So like that. And don't be angry. As Prabhupada said, don't be angry with the instrument of your own karma. When something happens to you, like the other day I was telling about the story about Transience Maharaj in 6th Canto Bhagavatam. When he was doing puja, he was such a nice devotee. Such a devotee, he was worshipping puja, very focused. And Shukadeva Goswami, glorifying him. Wow, such a saintly person, jata, renunciate, he left everything. Can you imagine? Everything. And he was totally worshipping Krishna, focused. And that time Agastya Rishi came. Kahan se aa gaya yaar? Kahan se aa gaya? Without invitation, he just came, Agastya Rishi. And Transience Maharaj was so focused doing puja, he just didn't notice him. Not because he didn't want, but he just didn't notice him. And this Agastya Rishi became very angry. Hey! Kaise aadmi yaar? Juta, dull-minded, lazy, asanta. Just completely opposite, say, whatever Shukadeva Goswami in previous shloka glorified in Transience Maharaj. That saintly person, Agastya Rishi, started to blaspheme him. Completely dull-minded, unsaintly, disrespectful to sadhus. Like that. Can you see sometimes in internet, very, very double opinions, Two camps. Na ghar ka, na ghat ka. Who is right, who is wrong? So misunderstanding took place. And Transience Maharaj, it was not his fault. He just simply was focused on Krishna. And as Steve Jobs, he said, if you want to please everyone in this world, go and sell ice cream. Impossible to please everyone. And still, some people sit dissatisfied. Just see, I want chocolate and he gave me strawberry. And somebody was strawberry, he gave him some vanilla. What is this nonsense? It was one guy, he was always charitable, very, very charity disposed, like that. Like King Nriga, we read in 10th Canto Bhagavatam. Really, really kind-hearted guy, he was really helping people. From heart he was doing this. He was giving cows, remember that story, King Nriga? And he really, really was giving so much to people. And he gave cows and charity. And by mistake, one time, one cow from one Brahmana ran away to the herd of another cow. He gave, let's say, 1,000 cows to one Brahmana and 1,000 cows to another Brahmana. But one cow from first Brahmana went to the herd of second one. And the first one noticed, hey, you give my cow 2 times or what? How dare you can give my cow to that guy? Oh, it was not problem of the king, it was problem between 2 neophyte Brahmanas. Started to fight, neophyte, new fight. And oh my God, when children fighting, father is in headache. Such a pain for the parents when children fighting. And sometimes, especially in spiritual organization, all blame and scorn, like when disciples fighting, Prabhupada said, can you cooperate, please? Your love to me can be shown by how much you can cooperate, isn't it? No! One disciple came and said, Srila Prabhupada, I read in Bhagavatam that son, Puru, gave his young age to his father, Yayati. And father was enjoying his young age. So can we exchange the same way? I can give you my young age and you keep writing books. And let me become old. And Prabhupada was in 1977, was very old and very nice. Very nice sentiment, but it's not what I want. What I want, your real love, can be shown to me by how much you can cooperate together after my departure. Such a profound statement, isn't it? Very deep. Because in Kali Yuga, the most difficult thing is cooperation. Everything but not cooperation. Because Kali Yuga Maharaj, he knows very well that bundle of sticks you cannot break, but one by one, divide and rule. And that's what we're always saying, hold together, hold. However, like in that orchestra, everybody playing different notes, different instruments. But everybody have to keep and play in the same scale, like that. I was writing this poem in my book about orchestra, divine orchestra. This is our purpose, to create the symphony of divine love. Our purpose of love. And ultimately purpose of love, Prabhupada says, prema pumarthamahan, to achieve love of Godhead, nothing else. Material things will come. Sukhavat anyatha dukham kalena sarvatra gambhira rambasa. It will come and go. It will come and go. Why so much worry about that? So, in this way, we can see sometimes endeavor in a very, very wrong direction. Can you imagine, you sit down in the flight and you fly everything nicely, sit down. Oh, it happened to me once in the train station. I sit down in the train, everything nice. So, and then suddenly, train started. Where is the train going? And they said, oh, it's going in different direction actually. It was in New York actually. I thought the Queen station, Queen. I sit down, I was so tired, even after Sankirtan preaching, I came and I had to go to Queen station. But I didn't know that in New York they have several Queen stations. And one Queen is toward Manhattan, and there's one Queen toward Jamaica. So this and I sit down peacefully, I said, oh, Queen, okay, Queen, I don't Queen station, okay, Queen. And then I'm going 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and said, too long. They said, what's going on? Oh, it's opposite direction completely. Better you get out as soon as possible, you get out, otherwise you will end up on the island. Oh no. And it took me extra 1 hour to come back. But better late than never, but better never late. So like that, that's why it is explained that we have to have a purpose in life. And purpose is to achieve Krishna, his lotus feet, to achieve that love. And I was reading about one very interesting story today morning only. I was opening and I read one very nice story about one guy in India, very interesting, that he was, his name Dasharath Manjhi. So he was actually born in 1934 and just in 2007 he left his body. And what happened, he's from village, Gihlaur village in India. So he was simple labor. And one day his wife got sick and he had to carry her. Literally, he was carrying her to the hospital from that village. And somehow or other she died because village was 70 kilometers. He just could not make it. And she died on his hands. Then he said, why it's too far? I will never take it. That future people, generations, they shouldn't struggle as me. And they never have such a loss of near and dear. And that love, which he had for his wife, he makes sankalpa, dridabhrataha. I will make the path to the mountain which can separate hospital from my village. And he took simple tool, just very simple tool, and started to break mountain. Can you imagine? Like, it reminds me the story of the sparrow, which was trying to bring the eggs back by started to drink the ocean, and ocean was laughing. You going to drink my water or what? Yes, that determination. She was trying to but Garuda, king of birds, found, because he's only wings producing Vedas. Panka, one of the name of Garuda is Patra, because he has his wings, and his wings producing the Vedas. So then Garuda came, carrier of Lord Vishnu. Hey Baba, you better take care. Give eggs back, otherwise I will involve myself and I'll drink you like that. And ocean became scared because Garuda, he is like size of universes, not just small, tiny ocean. And he immediately gave eggs back. So you never know unless you try. So this man, Dasharat, he started with one small simple tool. Everybody laughing at him. Hey, you fool, stupid, what are you doing? No, out of love to my wife, I'll prove, I took sankalpa, I'll do it. And it took him, how many years it took him? Many years.
There's a movie on this one also. He built the road on its own.
Yes.
And unimaginable determination.
Yes. That's called Utsaha Nishchaya Dharya Tat Karma Pravartanat. Ekeha Kuru Nandana Bahusha Kahanantascha Buddhaya Yavasainam. Even mundane example of love prove that if you have love, genuine love for somebody, for him, you can do anything. Nowadays in material life, before marriage, I bring moon to you from the sky. And then the moment they get married, what about moon? No time, sorry. And he can draw moon in the paper, take. Sasta Kamal Rastaman. I was telling this example, people have no time for each other. There's no mundane love can be compared to the divine love. Love became very, very cheap word nowadays. Very cheap. But to invest your faith in the instructions of spiritual master and faith to sadhu and Krishna, that's very tough. And love to, attachment to sadhu is not just simply to his nose or the way how he's, saregamapa, not just external attachment. Attachment to his instructions, attachment to his qualities, attachment to his qualities of mercifulness, tolerance, humility, how he can go through all challenges to give Krishna to us. Like Hanuman, when he jumped, Jai Sri Ram, he got so many obstacles there. It's not like he was not challenged by visa to Western country. No, he was challenged by Mainak. Mountain of gold came in between. I said, sit down, because his father, Vayudev, he actually saved that mountain from Indra's thunderbolt to cut his wings. So he threw him in the ocean and saved him. So to repay the debt to the father of Hanuman, he wanted, okay, can I provide you some nice facilities? You can rest and you can relax. We can do massage for you, everything. He gave him mountain like this. And his golden Mainak, mountain of gold. When Hanuman was flying, Jai Sri Ram, he was going for his mission to save living entity, Sita. And the mountain, kahan se aa gaya? Vroom. Please sit down. We have AC for you, 5-star golden mountain. Everything nice. And Hanuman, from one side, he respected Uncle Mainak. Of course, I respect you. But at the same time, I don't have time. I am on the mission. What he did, he didn't sit down, relax for 1 week and just, no, he just touched it. Thank you, uncle. Samay nahi hai. And he went. He was respectful to everyone. And then Surasa came, was demoness. It's not like the devotee is doing 4237 agarbatti, mambatti. No dangers will come. Danger will come. But the only question, how are we going to pass it? If you don't have a mission, if you're not standing for something, you fall down for nothing. There's nothing surprising when dangers comes and misunderstanding comes. And Agastya, he cursed Indradyumna Maharaj. La, take it, become elephant, dull elephant. And he became Gajendra. Can you imagine? Even devotees. King Nriga, he was doing such a charity. And this Vichara was cursed by that Brahman and he became a lizard. So, however you try, materially try to do something good, charity, altruism, it's not going to be. Whatever you have, but it's ultimately dead end. Demigod said, okay, fine, we did this yagya, tantra, mantra, puja, but we became demigods. As a result, we became so much entangled in this rat race, getting money, paying mortgage, and enjoying our senses. We don't have time for lotus feet of Krishna. just don't have time. We know Krishna, of course. They are Sakam Bhaktas. We are devotees. Demigods are not demons, they're devotees. But we don't have time because we're too much enjoying, too much good facilities for us. That's why sometimes Krishna even shaking even demigods. So dukh mein sumiran sab kare. So even demons attacking them. So some nuclear bomb falling down. So some difficulties must be there. Otherwise they will be completely complacent, and oblivious to Krishna. That's why Krishna sometimes does this to them. So we can see in material life, by your own endeavor, you can never be happy. But there is one way. You have to have faith in instructions of spiritual master. Srila Prabhupada asked his disciples, what is the most important shloka in all Vedas? So everybody started to speak. Sarva dharman parityaja, atah Sri Krishna namadina bhavit grahyam indriyayam, manmana bhava mad bhakto. So many shlokas. Prabhupada said, very nice. But not the one. Then which one, Prabhupada? Yasyadivita tha gurau tasyaita kathina khartah prakashante mahatmanaha. Those who have unflinching faith in Guru and Krishna, for such great Mahatmas, everything will be revealed in due course of time. And we have seen that. Mukham karuti vachalam phalgum langayate igrim. Yat kripatamaham bande. We need some mercy. Prasada lesha nugrihita eva hi janati tattvam. And that mercy comes from Guru and Krishna. Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado. Yasya prasadam nakati kutopi. So we can understand that. And this is a wonderful example. We can see that also. Example, I was telling that when you're doing charity, it's very thankless task. Very thankless task. If we are on material level. We cannot please everyone. On material level, whatever you do, people will dumb you. You do everything all life. All life you will construct something. As Mother Teresa says, people will destroy it in one night. Continue constructing anyway. If you give everything, whatever you have, it will be not sufficient. People will blame you. You didn't give everything. Continue give everything anyway. And she goes on the list. Because at the end of the day, it is between you and him, and never it was between you and these people anyway. So ultimately, jivan to sukha dukha mila sabko jana parega akela. One guy was giving so much charity, and he was very, very rich. And every day morning, he used to come from the balcony and throw one bag of rice for the poor people. One sack of rice he was throwing. And all beggars used to come every morning, collect to their bags and go away. For many years he did that. It became like sadhana. And one day he became a little upset. Said, these people so ungrateful. Kam se kam to dhanyavad bolna chahiye na. At least we have to say thank you. Thank you. They never even look up from where it's coming. For all these years, nobody even looked once up. Nobody told me thank you, even once. So what should I do? His friend told him, you know what? One day, just one day, instead of rice, throw one bag of stones. Dekho? So, okay, let's have fun. He took one bag of stones and throw to these beggars. They look immediately up and started to curse him. You rascal, how dare you can do like this? And he got so much, criticism in Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. I'm giving Patridas Samhita Tatparya. So that's amazing. They can flash you and stab you, in no time. We have seen this. It's history. It's not just only these cases. It always happens like that, because this is material consciousness. We have to rise. Nishtray gunya bhava Arjuna. Krishna says. And what is that? By following the order. That's why Prabhupada said, to find spiritual master, very difficult. Brahmanda brahmiti kuno bhagyavana jiva. Prasada Krishna Guru Paya Bhakti Lata Bija. To find spiritual master, very difficult. Manushyanam sahasrashu kaschimyatati siddhaye. Eko chandra tamohanti nachatara sahasrashaha. One moon, many stars, but only one moon. That person who can die for you, who can come like Prabhupada, he came to save us. I came to save you. And someone, what? Save or shave? Both. Because Prabhupada's pronunciation was, I came to save you. Shave or save? Prabhupada said both. Shave us from all these nonsense habits and to save us from these clutches of witch maya, boxy. That's true. Somebody was to eat you, somebody took you from, like Hanuman. He was going and this big Surasa became so, she got the blessings from Brahma that nobody can pass her, nobody. Only through her stomach, through her mouth only. Okay, because she was so hungry, Rakshasi. And nobody could pass that path. And Hanuman happened to fly, that was a GPS, you know. GPS gave him that direction only. Not bypass, no, not through Surasa only. So there is no shortcuts. You have to go through Anartha Nivriti. Right? Ganatara, Labhyuhavikalpa, Tarangarangi. You have to go through all those obstacles. There's no shortcut bypass. You have to be purified. Tijapka Pariksha. So and somebody failed this, somebody failed there. So, but when you have the order of spiritual master, like arrow, you know, difficult, difficult, because goal is very far. Sometimes you have to do it with the legs, you know, 2 legs like this, and then it will go very strong. I've seen sometimes, you know, you can see some people, they're shooting bow with the legs by standing upside down. So then, but if you don't have goal, where to shoot the arrow? Or you don't have power, it will not even reach the goal. No, you have to have strength. And from where the strength comes? Achyuta Bala, Shakti, comes from Guru. You read this text, 7:15:45. You read that. This power given by Guru. And he gives you order and he gives you power also to execute that order. It's not our power. Guru gives you order, and if you're willing to accept that order, then everything will be provided for you, because for Krishna's company. We are working for Krishna's company. You guys, you have to provide for everything for us. I'm your staff. You have to provide me all equipment. He will provide if you sincerely want to follow the order, Guru and Krishna. And that's the most difficult thing, to say, sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir, no, yes, sir, but if so, but Guru Maharaj, same thing, try again, Guru Maharaj. You know that blind following? I was telling this example of the stupid disciples. One disciple was going with Guru on the horse and this, you know, tela. And all of a sudden, chadar fall down. And disciple didn't pick it up. Guru said, you pick up, why didn't you pick up? Guruji, ab to adesh diya hi nahi, you didn't give me order. I'm only following your order. Okay, I'm giving you order. Anything fall down from the chariot, from this tela, you have to pick up. Okay, now I'm set up. I'm all set. So anything fall down from horse, you have to pick up. Okay, fine. So all of a sudden, the horse started to pass through. falling. He took the Guruji's chadar and collected in the chadar. Because it was nothing, okay, how to collect? Okay, he took chadar, you know. And Guru said, what you have done, man, you know, if no any detergent will wash it. Now it's very difficult to wash. But Guruji, why did you pick it up? Because you only told me anything means anything. Don't you have brain? No, I'm simply following your order. I'm confused. You're telling me to pick up, now you're telling me not to pick up. I'm confused. You have to give me the list. What to pick up, what not to pick up. Oh no, as the Guru had sit down, okay, paraphernalia fall down, pick up, okay? Bhagavatam book will fall up. So he just make, you know, inventarization, you know, whatever's there. Everything, pick up, okay? Oh, this has become, oh, now I have my checklist. Now I'm safe. Because I did my Bhakti Shastri. And then, you know, dog came. Guruji fall down. Guruji not in the list. So, don't you think we have to say sometimes common sense has to be there? Nice to keep the head among the clouds. You keep your legs on the ground. Be practical. But it's not written in Bhakti Shastra. Nobody taught us. Sometimes you have to be human beings, you know. Sometimes you understand the common sense. Common sense is not common nowadays. So to following instructions of spiritual master doesn't mean that he's going to feed you with spoon till the rest of your life. Guru, he has his own instruction of his guru to follow. So like that. That's right. But most difficult thing, because we have priority a little bit different. Because first, me, yatha griha kshetra sutapta vita janasya moho. And Guruji comes later on. Guruji. No. To make it as a life and soul. And to dedicate everything around ourselves to execute the order of spiritual master. That's surrender. And lastly, it was like, as this Dasharat, he made this path through the mountain. Through the mountain, he broke, since many years, he broke this mountain, make a path. And he make out of 70 kilometers, he make it only 1 kilometer distance. So similarly, spiritual master, he going through all these obstacles, like Hanuman, the Surasa came, opened the mouth, and Hanuman became very big, bigger than mouth. And Surasa became also bigger, even double like Hanuman's size. And Hanuman became triple size, and then she became big, and he became, like this sky already, these two guys, they became so huge. She cannot swallow him because mouth, but she still has unlimited power, increasing like to unlimitedness. And Hanuman also increasing himself, unlimited. And this competition, my party, you're my party. Come on. And then Hanuman, all of a sudden he realized, and he became Trinadapi Sunichina. He became like thumb. And he went inside the mouth, it come out. And by the time she closed the mouth, he was already out. Yeah, you're a very smart guy, All right, I said, Ma, I fulfilled the order of Brahma. I didn't let him down. And I went to your mouth. His blessing was, everybody should go through your mouth. So I went to your mouth. But by the time she wanted to close, huge, he wanted to close, it was too late. Hanuman already was out. You're a smart boy. Must be you were trained in Bhakti Shastra in ISKCON. You did it and you didn't do it. Like, we have to be smart. Dadami buddhi yogam tam. How to execute the order of Guru and avoid all obstacles to make it very, very harmonious and please everyone. It's possible. Because devotee, he's a friend of everyone. Sukhridam sarva bhutanam. Not Sukhridam Gujarati bhutanam or Sukhridam Marathi or Ukrainian bhutanam. No, or Russian bhutanam. Sarva bhutanam. Maitri astu vishwasya namo dvijebhya. Vishwasya. He's my devotee, dear to everyone and everybody dear to my devotee. So he went, one Brahmana was sitting like this, Om Satyavrata. He never did any lies in his life. And all of a sudden cow, running, and one butcher behind. And cow went that direction. And after some time, butcher came, where is the cow? Where is the cow? Show me, where did cow go? This Brahmana, what to do now? If I'll tell him he will kill that cow, killing of the cow, sin will be on me also, as a group crime. So from one side, I should not tell where is the cow, otherwise he will kill her. But at the same time, if I will not say, I'm lying. So what did he say? Where is the cow? Have you seen cow? And this Brahmana was sitting, okay. And he changed his asana. Since I'm sitting here, I didn't see anyone. He just changed his asana. Since I'm sitting here, I didn't see anyone. He was sitting just 1 second before he was sitting here. But okay. Since I'm sitting here, I didn't see anyone. He didn't disclose the truth, but at the same time, he didn't lie. So sometimes Prabhupada said, we have many stories. Don't tell me to tell you stories now. Otherwise, Prabhupada was so smart. Because higher principle is there. For the higher person and principle, we have to sacrifice our false ego. I was giving an example of my parents. When I was 12 years old, I came from school, and my father and mother was fighting like cats and dogs. Few times in life I saw it only. But this day was like really... Mother crying, and I saw in the room, living room, my father also sitting and also crying. I never saw my father crying actually, only 2 times. When my grandfather died, his father, we went to his last funeral, and he was crying bitterly. And this was the 2nd time I saw my father crying. He is a very strong man, he's a sportsman, he never cries. But this time I saw, and I could not take it. My father crying. What happened? My mother crying, his wife crying, and he's crying. And I went to my room, and mom came. You know what? You're not going to stay with your father. We're going to divorce. And I said, what? And I became very angry with these guys, with both of them. And I started to cry also. So now 3 of us crying. And I was, and like me, you never think about me. And I went to my room and I locked myself in my room. Murdabad, Murdabad, bam, finished. I locked myself for 5-6 hours. I didn't come out. And then after a long time, they said, Beta, open. And I don't open it. Get out. Now my son. Okay, so I'm on strike, And then I heard they were talking between themselves. I think for the sake of our son, we have to stay together. We have to stay together just to save his mentality, psychology, because otherwise it will be very harmful for our child. And they stayed. They stayed, not only stayed, they produced photocopy, brother for me, so to make me happy. To make me happy, my brother younger than me, 13 years younger than me. And just to make me happy, they stayed together. For the higher cause, you have to sacrifice your pity, falsy ego, ambitions, and revenge, and grudges, resentfulness. We have to step on the false ego for the sake of higher cause. And in fact, when my mom left body in India, now I called to my father. He's in Ukraine now, bombing like anything. I was just calling him and said, what's going on? Everybody go! Announcement. Everybody go to the bomb hiding underground. I said, go! I said, no, it's every day like this, no problem. Every day. They already adjusted themselves to live like this, And he said, I'm coming on balcony, every day I see the shaheds and drones flying in front of my house. So I said, and he's 85 years old, and we're living in skyscraper 16th floor. And there is no electricity, not lift working. Every day he has to bring water. 85 years old on 16th floor, carrying this water and food for himself. I said, can I do something for you? Hey, I'll pay money, I'll manage, I'll arrange my friends, they'll hire some lady. Because some, what's called nurse, caretakers companies are there. So I can hire one lady, she'll come 2-3 times a week, cook for you or something. And he told me, no! Nobody else than your mother. I don't want any woman except your mother. Hey, so chaste, huh? As if those years, because it's fighting, there's marriage between saintly people, fighting between the goats, and fighting between husband and wife, nobody taking seriously, Chanakya Pandit said. Don't take it seriously. It's agama apayana, it's coming and going. It's temporary stuff. So like that. That's why we have to similarly all this mamtitikshasva bharata, tolerate. What we have opulence is the order of spiritual master, Guru Data, Desha. So you give the sector or your service, do it. And if you do this, Krishna will be very pleased. And I'll finish with one story of this Mrigari hunter. You know this story, right? Hunter Mrigari. He was cruel hunter, killing animals, and they were in agony. He half killing them. So Narada Muni, once he saw so many animals half killed, shaking like this, in agony, not killed, not live, in between. So Narada Muni thought, who is doing that? What a cruel guy who does it. If you want to kill, but don't make half, So he found this guy going and enjoying killing animals, killing them with bow, half, and enjoying that. So Narada Muni came and said, what are you doing? If you want to kill, all right, it's not good, but at least kill them straight away. I was told in Australia, some videos, one cow giving milk, and when baby born, if it's baby boy, boo, they're not killing him, they throw him, literally throwing him. And somebody said, just kill him, at least. No, they're starving him. 10, 15 days, or something, and he dies out of hunger, in great pain, in hunger he dies. So somebody said, just, if you don't want boo, okay, if girl born, cow, they nourishing her, so to get milk from her. The moment milk finished, kill her also. And boy born, boo, they don't even kill him, he will die himself. Why don't you shoot the bullet? Kill him. No, it's very costly. One bullet, $3. Why we have to waste bullets? It is true. It's cruel civilization. And we're supporting this civilization, actually. That's why many people are becoming vegans. Not because they don't love, they don't like milk. They like milk, but they don't at the price which milk mixed with blood. And it's a way, how they taking out this. There was a price paid for that. That's what Prabhupada said. We have to have one piece of land and your own cow. Happy cow. Cruelty-free cow. Take some and she's happy to give you milk. Happy. There's a leak. Prabhupada said it's an energy for brain. That's why Prabhupada said, because people now they taking away healthy. And do you think it's milk? I was just checking in some countries. Do you think just because of the white color is a milk?
Poison.
So much chemicals are there. And even some milk is there, sungur ka, kutta ka, billi ka, konsa milk. They're mixing so many things together there. So that's why in the Vedic society, when you go to the village, you can say, Mother, dudham, dadatu, bhikkam, dadatu, they're going to straight away, fresh. Ramji ka chire, Ramji ka khet, kup khau chire, barbar ke pit. So I was growing in my village. I grow with cows. I was pasturing cows since all my childhood in my grandmother's house. Such a nice fun. Because with cows, and everybody coming their cows from their different houses, and it's like, oh, hi, how are you? Everybody bringing their cows, and we all like exactly like in Goloka Vrindavana. Exactly. Now I'm thinking, wow, I can relate to that. And all boys, we are running, playing football, doing nonsense, swimming, cows pasturing somewhere, who knows where. And all day we are freaking out. In crazy way, of course. But I could imagine now. And I used to come, hardly we had so much appetite because we are playing all day, and there is no time to cook because I have to go again to play. So I used to come and grandmother used to put me fresh milk, fresh. And some nice bread like this, put some jam with butter, and like long like this, and 2 liters of milk. Finished. I was like bowl like this. Finish. No tension, no pension, no tension. I was traveling in the villages of India and Nepal. There's one village, it's called Mirchaya. I went to one village, and one devotee, very nice devotee, said, Prabhuji, we are very poor, we don't have money, but we can we feed you? I said, why not? Come on. So we're traveling, brahmachari's party, we just came, and they have very nice cow dung house, everything, 1 buffalo, 2 cows, whatever, something, nice field, they're all garden, everything fresh, cauliflower, kauli yuga, cauliflower yuga, So there's very nice, no fridge even, no fridge. They went to that garden, the field, gajar, carrot, everything fresh, completely big, nice, salad, fresh, all the leaves and everything. Amazing, huh? So, and then she went to and they had their own dahi, beautiful, thick dahi, natural, without chemicals. Ghee, real ghee, na? Such a nice smell, ghee. Brown rice, this thick, big. Cooking for me, half an hour, some 40 minutes. Super prasadam, paneer, dahi, ghee, milk, sabji, soup, pumpkin soup. Big plate, banana plate. I eat up to here. And they said, Patrabu, sorry, we are very poor. What poor, man? You eating plate, maybe 2,000 rupees, And these people in the cities, they eating fast food, macaroni, this, that, burger, dumping, and then paying money for medicine, and God knows what they're eating. And these people, and I said, how much you are working? He said, in a year I work 3 months only. Putting the rice and something like that, and then collecting the crops. Rest of 9 months I just, hiri, brum, I'm just enjoying life. So something here in a house work, just minimum. In Vedic society, I read one book, in Vedic society, every man was working maximum 1 hour to this is one schedule of the average Vedic man. Doing yagya, puja, morning time, arati, reading Shastra scriptures, sadhu sangha, and then from 10 to 11, 12, he's working something. Guna karma vibhagasaha. And then again, afternoon, also puja, this yagya, that surya puja, this, that, and evening time coming together, satsanga. And I was thinking, when are they working? And they were working, average man in Vedic society was working 1-2 hours a day only. Not kashtam kaman arhatavid bujam ye, not like pigs and hogs eating stool, working for what? And for whom, by the way? We're providing tax, and for that tax people producing bombs and nuclear bombs and killing millions of people. And we are part of that movie. We are supporting them. Our hard work labor producing tax, and they grabbing our tax and making and destroying society, and we are part of that movie. So like that. Therefore, Narada Muni, he saw this hunter and said, hey guy, better you stop it. Because what's waiting for you, if you know what's waiting for you, you'll be shaking in your boots. What? I don't know. I didn't do Bhakti Shastri. And Narada Muni, he was able to explain and show him Netflix episode. Correct. It's reminders that we have to stop already. So, he showed him Atala, Patala, Talatala, Maharaurava. Wow, that's animals waiting for you to put you into pieces. What we have done to them is coming around. What goes around comes around. And every action has opposite and equal reaction. It's not Newton law, by the way. It was existing already. And apples were falling even before Newton. Just because you discovered something doesn't mean that it belongs to you. This is a law. Every action has reaction, and you will be suffering. No, but I'm doing this for my family, for my children, for my parents. I will share with them that reaction. Oh, really? Are you sure? Go and check with them. So this hunter Brigari was an innocent guy, village man. All right, let me check. My dear wife, I brought for you so much money and food and meat, and will you share? You'll go to hell with me? I said, huh? Why? It's your business to provide wife and family. I'm not going to share with you. Really? Not at all. Then he went to parents. Pitaji, I was maintaining you, I was killing so many animals. Would you like to share with me some karma? I said, why? Why should I share with you? I give you education. I send you to school. Choice was yours. It's not mine. I'm not going to share. So Mrigari came and said, Maharaj, you know what? You are right. This guy is a gaddar. They're not going to share with me anything. And Narada Muni said, oh, see, I told you. What to do now? And Narada Muni said, are you sure you want to be guided? Don't give advice unless you are hired. Without request. Because man convinced against his will of the same opinion still. That's why folly to be wise where ignorance is bliss. Doesn't matter who are they. Parents, friends, disciples. Who cares? Don't give advice. Krishna never gave advice to Arjuna. Unless Arjuna requested him. Karpanya dosho pahata svabhava prichami tvam dharma samudha chetasa shishyastham sadhivam tam prapanna. He became a sincerely disciple. Then guide me. And what he did, first thing he did, he chastised him nonsense. Before Arjuna was smiling. Krishna was smiling. Senayor mayor madhye ratnam sthapanam achyuta. Take me, Krishna, there. Yes, sir. Krishna was driving as a chauffeur. But as soon as Arjuna surrendered to him, first thing Krishna did, chastise him. Because Guru, Pitana sasyat, Jananina sasyat, Guruna sasyat, Chadaivamna sasyat, Samochetyam, Samopetyam Rityum. Bhagavatam says, 5th canto. Guru has right to guide his disciple, father, mother, child, to chastise. Spare the sick, spoil the child. Sometimes you have to chastise. You have to give direction. That's what I was telling you, I didn't complete the example. Machine gun, when you're shooting this in darkness, you have to put ammunition, okay? And you have to put every 10 bullets, you have to put one tracer. You know tracer? There's one tracer bullet which can be seen at night. When it's flying, it's making trajectory. Some special powder there. When you're shooting, this is called tracer. So you can trace out. When you're shooting in the darkness, you don't know which direction you're shooting, whether you're hitting goal or not. So after 10 bullets, you have to put tracer. especially for night shooting. Then, oh, you can correct your fire by seeing direction. So similarly in our life, we have association with many bullets. But time to time, we need special red bullet, Guru, who can correct us. He can correct our trajectory, because sometimes we are missing. We are thinking we are very much correct. Are Baba, from the top, it's much more easy to see. You go this side. And if you don't have faith in Guru, then nobody can help us. You see? So this is the point. We need some correction time to time. Bullet is very powerful, shining, sharp, but when it's thrown by two hands, by my two hands, it cannot kill anyone. It can maybe make blue mark, but it not kill. But when the same bullet put in the system, then savdhan, it becomes deadly. Similarly, one person, however great you may be, without system, without organization, it's not very, very efficient at all. But when we're working together, really, as an organization, somebody's pipe, somebody triggers, somebody, it's all system working together. Somebody cooking, somebody, printing books, somebody doing puja, inspiring devotees, somebody guiding, somebody providing facilities. Then you can use your facilities. That's why this is the secret of achieving goal. And secret is not me, ahankara, but we. That's the secret. And that's the most difficult thing, to work together. But when Guru says, your cooperation is your love to me, instructions of Guru should be taken very seriously. So this Mrigari Hunter said, yes, I'm a stupid guy. Okay, tell me, what should I do? Shishyastiham sadhyam tam prapannam. First thing Narada Muni told him, first you break your bow. What? This is the only job I did my PhD in this shooting arrows on there. If I'll break my bow and I'll go to Vrindavan and surrender myself, then what I'm going to do? Don't worry, Baba. First you follow. Bhalana bhalamatra seva kori. Do what I'm telling you to do. But I, like jumping from the mountain without parachute. Guru tells me and I have to do it. You have to do it. And Krishna consciousness is like every day we are jumping without parachute. Looks like. Because it's easy to do when you're convinced to do something, but when you don't know what's going to happen. Prabhupada went to America, he didn't know what he's going to face there, how is weather there, what is going on. When the first snow fall down, Prabhupada thought, wow, white flies flying. Flies, he never saw snow in his life. What a miracle for him. He didn't know what's waiting for him. I simply blindly following my Guru Maharaj order. He told me to preach in Western countries. I am just bhalona bhalamatra seva kori. I am just simply going. What's going to happen? I don't know. I am just simply going. That's faith. I was meditating on that, by the way. If Prabhupada could do it, okay. To go to different country, different language, different culture, different people, different environment, or climate, everything different. But if Krishna wants, he'll use me as an instrument. I wish to become a toy in your transcendental hands. Unhappiness to destroy of the enemies and of the friends. Let's mercy your waterfall, overwhelm this planet with, love. So we want to become instruments, nimitta matra. And actually that meditation also, when my Guru told me, go to Nepal, go to Bangladesh, and I was thinking, sorry, yes, sir. What language, country, I don't know. But if Krishna wants me, through Guru, he will tell that. And can you imagine? Don't imagine. If I'll tell, okay, you go now to Ukraine and preach in Ukrainian language. No, impossible. Impossible means I am possible. I am possible. Don't think about yourself less. Less think about yourself. And if somebody can say something with experience, he will say with experience, and it will be very powerful. Prabhupada said, my life is my lecture. That's why I have to right to say that, because I have done it. You didn't do it, that's why keep quiet. I have done it, that gives me right to say that, Prabhupada said. I traveled all over the world, established 108 temples. And people philosophizing, some Babajis in India. Oh, actually, it's nice to preach. It's very easy. Easy? Why don't you try? Go and try. Like that. So if you have faith in instructions of spiritual master, then impossible can become possible. Even blind can see stars at daytime. Can. And those who remember in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, very difficult things become very easy. And those who forgetting him, then viparitam syat, it becomes just opposite. Simple thing will become impossible actually. So this Mrigari, he says, but who is going to feed me? How am I going to get money? Just don't worry, do what I've told you. Bam, he broke this bow. Now what, Guru Maharaj? What? I left my job. Now you tell me what to do. Guru will never tell you something which you cannot uplift. He will never. It doesn't mean that we have to become sannyasis now. No. We have to become millionaires, Prabhupada said. Arjuna is named Dhananjaya. Mamit chaptum dhan vijay karna parta hai. Get millions of dollars, not dharma samsthapanarthaya. Because yesterday we were going with one devotee in Australia, in Perth, and he saw a big, huge, multi-billion, $1 billion complex like this. I said, oh, beautiful, isn't it? Krishna Balaram? What is that? Krishna Balaram, blue and white construction. I said, wow, how nice it would be if it would be Krishna temple like this, in the center of the Perth, huge one. Wow. Why don't we have these huge temples like this, thousands of them? Because they have more desire to enjoy senses than we have desire to serve Krishna. Otherwise, we have the same intelligence, we have money. It's not like we are poor people here. No. All over the world, we have money. We do have money for our family, for our cars, for our children, for everything. We have money, like they have money. But somehow they're so much inspired that they can produce huge, miraculous, Burj Khalifa, big skyscrapers. So devotees have to come together and they have to join hands together. We have much more intelligence than even them. But they are misusing dushkriti namudha. Namam dushkriti namudha. So when we use this intelligence to surrender to order of Srila Prabhupada. So he broke the bow, broke, and then his wife said, what should we do? He said, now go to the bank of Ganges and do puja, put tulasi plant and become Sadar Jivan Uchvichar, sadhu. Mrigari went, and the wife said, from where are you going to get food? I don't know, Guru Maharaj will said, he will supply, he told me. Okay, let's chant. And sure enough, local villagers, they saw, wow, Mrigari became sadhu, member of International Society of Sadhus. Let us have a look. And they came to him and this Mrigari became temple president of his small bhajan kutir. Was only one disciple, his wife. Sometimes Guru tells, go and open the temple. His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, go to Montreal, you are temple president. Prabhupada, which temple? You construct temple and become president. You go Japan, you go to France, you go to London. Find the, Beatles, make Beatles devotees. What? Yes. It's something like if I'll tell you, go to America and make Mr. Trump devotee. Something like that. Even president, that time was shaking hands with Beatles. They were so popular. But they did it. Impossible can become possible. The rest is the history. Millions of Krishna books, Bhaktivedanta Manor, there's an explosion took place because few hippie grihastas, they took Prabhupada's order very seriously. So this Mrigari and wife started to chant 16 rounds, following principles. So many people came to see them. Oh, really? And usually nobody comes without gift to sadhu. Bring some donations, some bananas, some fruits, So I get so much mountain of food they got. And the wife saying, what are you going to do with all the, let's open Food for Life. And they started to feed people also. And in this way they expanded. And one day, Narada Muni, after 1 year, he comes with Parvat Muni, with his friend. Chalo, ek chela, dekhte usko na. So let's go and have a look. Because they were traveling another round next year in Australia. And they came, and Mrigari saw, wow, Guru Maharaj, Haribol. And he was running to meet Guru Maharaj, to do dandavat to him. But somehow or other, on the way, he saw so many ants crawling. And he was just, didn't want to step on these ants. And he started to jump like this, so to avoid stepping on the ants. And Parvat Muni asking, what happened to your disciple? Kind of very strange movement. No. Narada Muni said, see, this cruel hunter, Mrigari, who didn't spare even one animal. Now he's afraid to step on one ant even. That's the transformation taking place. These people became hippies, now they are happies, because they are friends to all living entities, including devotees of ISKCON. Friendly. Maitri astu vishwasya dhamadvijayabhya. And this friendship can be shown by 6 things. Dadati pratigrihnati, guhyamachati prichhati, bhungti bhujayati chaiva satvidi priti lakshanam. This is priti lakshana. Whenever we have this door screaming, sometimes, you know, this door becomes producing sound, sometimes. And we criticizing, what is this? Such a sound, disturbing sound. In our brahmacharya ashram, we had that. Sometimes we're coming from Sankirtan in long days, in 90s. We had ashram and we had 70 brahmacharis in ashram. Everybody sleep like this, sleep in sleeping bags. When you come at night, very late, from book distribution, everybody already sleeping. You're taking bucket, no prasadam left, you're just grabbing something, and you're putting this, and there's no place to sleep also. It was no like my place, this corner is my place. There's not such a thing as my place. Whenever you found the place, drop your body there and you sleep. And I remember I was so much tired one day. I came and I fall down. No space, only near to the altar, one small space. So I dropped myself and near to the altar. And my head was just exactly below the curtains of the altar. And everybody wake up like this. Everybody Mangalarati, everybody wake up. And I came 12 o'clock at night and Mangalarati 3:30, I slept only a few hours only. Oh no, I really wanted to sleep. And then everybody woke up and my head still near to the altar. And from the altar some sound came. Hey, you pig sleeping like this? You're like a pig, I thought, I'm like a pig sleeping completely. Tamoguna. And I woke up. No, wow, so from the altar, Krishna, don't sleep like pig, okay, wake up. I remember that experience. No, and when you're sleeping like this, many brahmacharis sleeping, if you want to turn at night, this side, so everybody have to turn because it's... So like that. Yes. What I was talking about, I forgot already. Mrigari, yes, he was just... Anyway, so funny in ashram. So everybody came to him and started to give him donations. They feeding food, everybody, and everybody became prosperous and growing like anything. And said, that's transformation from zero to hero. So this is transformation of the heart. Prabhupada came kindly and told us our life is not that direction, but toward Krishna, to achieve goal of life. Tasyaiva hetuh prayatitta kovido, become intelligent. We do need facilities, we definitely need them. But unless this is helpful to us to hear Krishna Katha, to get association of devotees, and to take bath in the holy river of Krishna Katha, this tadak kim tada, what's the use? What's the use? It will be going away. And as for supply, Krishna will provide everything. Like Narada Muni provided everything to Brigari. Guptritve rakshayatiti vishwaso, guptritve varanam tatha. He will provide and he will protect. That's the purpose of being together, discussing satsanga, to encourage each other. Bodhayantas parasparam tushyanti charamanti cha. To encourage each other to surrender more to Krishna and to be together, which family which pray together, stay together, dance together, advance together, and sing together, cling together to his lotus feet. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapurana ki, Srila Prabhupada Patita Pavana ki, PERTH ISKCON Bhakta Vrinda ki, Gaura Premanande. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you. Transferring your call. Yes, because puja, pratishtha, glorification, whenever it comes to you, don't let it to stick to your hands, Otherwise it's too sticky, Too sticky. You can get tendency to be addicted to that, Just pass it. Remembering who we are. Hare Krishna, thank you.